even though we might not agree with each other, I still rather have that conversation rather than say, I just only want to hear myself.
Do we need to have a conversation about the virtues of child pornography? Do we need to have that debate? That's a debate we really need to have.
That is one issue that obviously I stand with you on.
But I know you stand with me on child pornography is bad.
Obviously,
but do you think we need to have the debate, in the free marketplace? I don't think we do. I think we've settled it.
If there's idiots out there, right, who do believe in certain idiots, which there is, right?
Yeah.
I do
Why do
believe
we have to entertain them?
They deserve to be challenged. They deserve to be pushed back.
I don't think they deserve anything.
Because I don't. But again. If you push people away, just like you do with the censorship that's been happening, you push people to more radicalized corners of the internet, and they double down on their ideas rather than having a whole bunch of people telling them, "Hey, this is wrong and not acceptable here." Right. By pushing them away, they won't have that kind of pushback in their life, and they're like, "Okay, I'm just going to hang around other seedy people and think this is okay when it's not."
I actually would agree with you, Michael, on this one. I see Luke's point, but I think it can be refined. Like, there's a reason why we publicly denounce. There's a reason why you're saying right now we don't need to have a debate. Yeah. It's settled.
We figured it out. Yeah,
but
that's one issue. But not all the issues.
No, for sure. And that means that there will come a time when you need to explain to someone who maybe says, "Well, people should be allowed to have their opinions," and you can be like, "Look, there are some things that are so morally reprehensible that it's universally despised among most human beings, and we will tell you why it's bad."
I mean, this was William F. Buckley Jr., who's credited as the founder of the mainstream post-war conservative movement. As urbane and open-minded a fellow as ever there was, he had a debate on his show with a neoconservative, Leo Chern. And Chern said, we need to have the open society and the free marketplace of ideas. And Bill Buckley said, I actually think we can close society off a little bit. Yes, we discuss lots of things, but he said, I'm an epistemological optimist. I think that certain things are settled and we don't really need to entertain Nazis or communists.
Your political opponents are doing the same exact thing you're doing in Europe, arresting people for saying that men can't be lesbians. They're using the same justifications and arguments you are, and this is why I think it's a slippery slope. They're saying
using the same procedures, but the substance of what they are doing is the opposite.
They're saying, I know what's best for society. I know what ideas are good or bad. We have to stop these ideas. We have to stop right-wing ideas.
But there's
Therefore, if you hurt people with your ideas, we have to stop you, censor you, and throw you in jail.
But Luke, the difference is that there is a difference between good and bad. So if I'm the CEO of Twitter and I'm determining what the standards and norms are on Twitter, and I encourage good, true, and beautiful things, and I discourage ugly, false, and wicked things. That's not the same thing as what the libs do.
But that's based off your interpretation, because for them, what's beautiful is like a drag queen, right? That's beautiful for them.
But Luke,
that's your interpretation.
But they're wrong is the thing. And so we have faculties of reason and moral conscience, and we can perceive the world and come to fairly reliable conclusions.